Well, investigators also say Crimo left a trail of videos on social media alluding to violence and mass shootings. One of them was a music video showing a stick figure with an automatic rifle and a person lying in a pool of blood.
Crimo's online content has people wondering if the Highland Park tragedy could have been prevented if law enforcement knew what he was posting. Fox 8's Caroline Boyer breaks down how red flag laws may help agencies identify people posing threats before a tragedy happens.
Natalie, the overall goal is to keep guns out of the hands of people who could possibly hurt themselves or others. 19 states and D.C. have them, including Illinois. North Carolina does not at this time. Now that the federal government is allocating resources toward red flag laws, things could change. But it's up to you to report what you see.
If the public sees something that is concerning online with anybody, they should notify the social media network it's posted on. They should notify local law enforcement.
Deputy Chief Christopher Cavelli with the Lake County Sheriff's Office in Illinois says law enforcement needs your help to prevent tragedies like the one in Highland Park on Monday. 7 people died and dozens more were injured after a shooting at the Highland Park July 4th parade. Police say the accused gunman, 21-year-old Robert Crimo III, had been planning the attack for weeks.
Law enforcement's going to do everything they possibly can to ensure the community is kept safe. But if we don't know about it, it's hard for us to investigate.
The holiday violence comes just months after mass shootings in New York and Texas. Those shootings pushed Congress to pass legislation aimed at gun control. Republican senators from North Carolina, Tom Tillis and Richard Burr, backed the bill, which includes $750 million to help states like North Carolina pay for red flag or extreme risk programs. This would allow law enforcement and family members to ask a judge to temporarily remove someone's guns after determining they're a threat. But some Republican legislative leaders worry this would infringe on people's Second Amendment rights.
If you read the 2 pages of the 80-page bill that talks about all the due process protections, when I'm able to have that discussion, the vast majority of the people, some would not like to have anything happen, but at the end of the conversation, they're far less concerned than they were on the front end.
In most states, the removal can last up to 1 year. The gun owner then has a court hearing to try to get their firearms back. Researchers at the University of California, Davis conducted a study on the 201 gun violence restraining orders filed since California's red flag law was enacted 3 years ago. They found about 30% of the cases were related to mass shooting threats, and several involved minors targeting schools. Natalie Neal.